Keep your name your own, traveler. In this realm, we are many steps removed from the cold truths of dirt and sky. Names have power here. You may address me by what I do, rather than my name. And you? The sacred wisps have chosen to aid you. Curious. I am forbidden from teaching our ways to outsiders, especially ones that sully their spirits with virtue gems. But we have all made compromises in the battle against evil, have we not? And the sacred wisps do not seem to fear you. You may be worthy of the secrets of the Magi. I patrol the border of the Wildwood. That is my role, to be the Warden of Eaves. I was not the first, and I will hopefully not be the last. I do my best to protect travelers who wander through, and I slay any nameless or afflicted beast that try to enter your realm. Deep in the mists of history, the Driocht created this forest for us, in an act fueled by our devotion. We Magi were the chosen strongest, and we were to prepare this place for the rest of our people. The Wildwood was meant to provide refuge from a winter without end, and from a land full of dangers. Unfortunately, something else came here too, from the other side. The unseen reflection opposite the mortal world. Shadowy creatures slipped in through a dark crack. And there is one, above all, who aggressively pursues the spread of his dark and malevolent religion. The Magi have waged a cold and bitter war against the King in the Mists for countless generations. When my parents passed, only 2 of us remained near the border we share with your realm. And the other of my kind broke his oath long ago. The rest of the Magi are far deeper in the Wildwood, and I know not how they fare, for I must stay at my post. The Driocht was once a goddess that protected our people in your realm. There were 3 aspects of her, what we call the 3 sisters: the Magi, the Catha, and the Morrigan. The Magi represented nature itself. The land, the trees, the animals, and the men and women too. You are surrounded by her compassion at this very moment. Persuaded by the Magi, the sisters 3 gave of themselves, imbuing every part of nature, living or not, with some of their essence. The Driocht is the result of that ultimate gift. They gave so much that nothing remained of themselves. They gave so much. They are all around us. Inside me, and inside you, too. I can feel their will even now, and I know that I am exactly where I need to be. The original goddess, the one comprised by the Sisters 3, is fairly unknown now. Her name has been lost to time. I've always wondered what it was, who she was. Her sacrifice is the only reason I exist at all. It's a sacrifice I intend to honor. The second aspect of the original goddess, the aspect known as the Catha, was the eternal battlefield betwixt good and evil. It represented the juxtaposition of summer and winter, and light and darkness. Where there is evil, there shall be good. This balance means that there is always hope. The third aspect of the original goddess, the aspect known as the Morrigan, was the guiding crow, the call to battle, and the bravery in the hearts of the Magi. She flew high above our people, showing us the way. Where her wings beat, the mists parted, opening new paths toward the future. For generations, the Magi have fought against the King in the Mists. My own mother and father were slain in battle against him. We are meant to be impartial and fight selflessly against evil, but how can I possibly feel nothing? He has wounded my family in ways that can never be forgiven. One day, I will find a way to take his head. The King in the Mist seeks dominion. In service of that goal, he has employed a deceitful religion. Travelers along the border are in danger, yes, but not necessarily at risk of death. Worse, he seeks their devotion. He seeks their belief. I know not what he says to them, or how he convinces them, but his ranks swell with each passing season. They are fools, all of them. Can they not feel the Driocht all around them? Why worship a false idol? We are merely the vanguard for the rest of our people, who still reside in the old world, waiting for the Wildwood to be purged of evil. We are the strongest and the brightest, chosen by the Driocht long ago for this righteous purpose. There are many Magi deeper in this realm, though less than there were. I am the only one that ventures this close to the border twixt our realms. I have learned much from travelers twixt our worlds. My people originally came from your realm, you know. Sometimes my battles took me to the border of the other side, and I continue to marvel at the absurdities and wonders I saw. The sky made me dizzy, inspired, and fearful all at once. The sun was beautiful, and I have never felt another warmth quite like it. I could do without your mosquitoes, though. The Raven Trickster must have created those. The Driocht would never have been so cruel. I know not what they are, nor do I care. They are shadows that plague the Wildwood with disease, pain, and suffering. They must be destroyed, lest the rot spread. The Magi have fought them back since the very beginning, and we will continue to do so as long as we draw breath. The King in the Mist has brought a creeping darkness to this place, making it unsafe for travelers and denizens alike. I cannot save every wanderer, so those who find themselves here are in grave danger. The heart of evil must be ripped out if light is to return to the Wildwood. The Driocht forbid us from touching virtue gems, though it is still possible to employ them, if one is willing to blur the lines of right and wrong in the battle against evil. So long as a Magi does not touch a virtue gem, but merely places it in a geomantic socket on their armor, the pain can be endured for the sake of victory. I did see a young man directly touch a gem with his bare hand once. I will never make that mistake myself. Remember this. If you ever have children, name them. Bless them with that peace. It is the first thing that parents do for their children for a reason. Without a name, they are vulnerable to the changelings, at risk of being snatched away to that realm of shadows, out of jealousy and hate for those beings that are gifted with true names. A child snatched before their naming is an opportunity for one of the nameless to escape into being. I know enough of my people's past to know that time used to work differently for us. Here in the Wildwood, we do not have your days and nights. We have only the seasons, a cycle that loops back on itself without marching forward. We do age, but here what is believed and pictured has more sway than any other force. I have never known anyone who died of old age, for it is not possible to properly imagine being dead. We have nothing to fear but injury and illness. which is why the King in the Mist's affliction of disease and darkness has troubled us so. Even if he was not trying to bring through more of his kind, we would be enemies. The Raven Trickster has few worshippers in the Wildwood. Give them no heed. He was long ago taken care of. Go with Maga's guidance.